yes, people can be moral without God. They just can't justify why something is good and something's bad. That's the problem for them.
I've been a Christian all my life, and I plan to be a Christian forever. But the people I work with are not Christians, and we tend to talk during the workday about topics about spirituality, morality, and other things. And we talk a lot about what does it mean to be moral. And these people, they do not believe in Jesus, but they do believe in spirituality. And I do believe with them in one thing, that morality is a concept based on spirituality. So my question to you is, how can a person be moral but not be a Christian?
Because you don't need to be a Christian to be moral. You can automatically, you don't need the Bible to know right from wrong, right? There was no Bible in Noah's day. There was no Bible in the Canaanites' day, yet they knew right and wrong and were judged by it. Everybody knows right and wrong because it's written on our hearts. That's what Will was saying before. I agree with him. He knows right and wrong. There's just no way to justify why something's right and wrong unless there's a standard beyond us, God's nature. So everybody can know right from wrong. Everybody can live moral lives to a certain extent. I mean, we all fail. You know, we're all fallen. But an atheist can live a moral life, can do good things. The problem that I see, though, is an atheist can't justify why something is good or bad without reference to a standard outside of humanity, and that standard is God's nature. So it's not an epistemological question. It's not how do you know right from wrong. It's why is something right or wrong. That's why I keep asking the atheists over here, why do you say your position is right? By what standard?
Would you connect that standard to a sense of spirituality within yourself, not with God alone? Or is it just only through God that you can find moral standard?
You can develop your own morals if you want. They're just not objective if they don't line up with God's nature. So, yes, people can be moral without God. They just can't justify why something is good and something's bad. That's the problem for them. Now, they may not want to go there, or they want to make up their own morality. I find that a lot of times people, well, let me put it this way. We were in Texas, 5 years ago, and we were at the book table of a conference we do called Fearless Faith, and a lady came up to me and said, "Do you have a book on Buddhism?" And I said, "Why?" And she said, "Well, I have a friend of mine who used to be a Christian, and now she's a Buddhist." And I said, "Look, I don't know your friend at all, but let me just ask a question to see if I can diagnose this. Did your Christian friend, who's now a Buddhist, did she start doing something that Christianity, Jesus, would consider immoral recently?" And the lady went, "Yup." And I said, "That's why she's a Buddhist. She's not a Buddhist because she thinks Buddhism's true. She's a Buddhist because she wants to have spirituality without moral accountability. She wants to say she's spiritual, but she wants to make up her own right and wrong because she wants to do what she wants to do, and Jesus wants to protect her and say, don't do that. But she wants to do what she wants to do." So I find that quite frequently people say they're spiritual in order to have spirituality, but they'll make up their own morality so they can do what they want.